OP, you're a sneaky little bitch too.
Do you know what? I hate devil's advocate. Why? But I do think the type of event is really relevant as well. It's a sex party, bro.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of OP Said. I'm Marie.
And I'm Mel.
And I'm May.
Okay, let's dive into the first one. This story is from Relationship, and just from the title, it's going to be good. Ex-friend, 30 female, thinks I, 30 female, stole my fiancé, 30 male, from her. Not sure what to do. Sophomore year of college, my friend Cindy started sleeping with but not dating a boy named Alex. She introduced me to him and he was very handsome, but I downplayed it to Cindy because I knew she liked him and didn't think it was that important. Soon she wanted to date Alex, but he turned her down. Then she met a man named James, immediately got pregnant and married James when the baby was about 6 months old. Alex and I stayed in contact and I was still attracted to him. We would hang out but not sleep together. It took about a year of relationship building before we officially got together. In the meantime, Cindy and James hit a rough patch and she told me she had messaged Alex because she wanted him back. I played it cool and didn't tell her we were kind of together. Cindy eventually moved to a different state and we weren't in danger of running into her, so it didn't seem important. She and James had another baby and we stopped talking. I just wasn't interested anymore and couldn't shake the feeling that she would pursue Alex if given the chance. Whenever Alex would mention having difficulties in life, Cindy was always the first to respond that she was there for him and to message her. Fast forward about 7 years from the time we met, Alex proposed and I said yes. Fearing Cindy's reaction, I deleted all of my social media accounts. She lost it. She calls me screaming, posts screenshots of old messages between us on social media, and has even called my employer, freaking out. I don't know what to do. She keeps telling people I stole her soulmate, but he wanted me. She married another man who I actually think is very nice. What should I do here?
Sorry, is Cindy not married?
With 2 kids?
Yeah.
With James?
Yeah.
But she's contacting somebody's workplace and announcing...
That woman is unhinged, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy work.
Honestly, she's crazy. So just block her
on
on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, except for the fact that I also think OP, you're a sneaky little bitch too. Guys, there's nothing wrong with saying I like him too.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying I like him too.
Agreed, but some people don't make it easy to do that.
It's not a safe space.
Yeah, they don't make it easy to do that. And then also, I don't understand, he wasn't interested in her. He made that clear.
They were only sleeping together.
Yeah, he wasn't interested in pursuing a relationship with her. So he never actually was yours like that. She never stole. Like, OP didn't steal Cindy's man.
Whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, she spoke about him. She said, I want him back. You're sleeping with him currently and you can't say we're kind of dating.
Yeah, no, she did tell her.
No, she didn't. She said, I kept quiet. That's wrong, Mel.
No, that's why I agree with Marie. She's sneaky.
She's a sneaky little bitch.
She's had plenty of opportunities and didn't say anything.
She even deleted social media so that she wouldn't see. You're even avoiding the fact.
Melinda, she's doing everything but telling her that they're together.
But didn't she only delete once they got engaged? It wasn't before that.
Doesn't matter.
But she's doing everything but
she's keeping him a secret.
Cindy that they're together.
From Cindy.
Melinda, even
you wouldn't act like that if you were...
when they hit a rough patch and she tried to hit Alex, she could have said, that's my man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But she didn't. She chose to keep quiet. She's choosing omission. Like omitting key information.
Yeah, that's not even a big deal. She made us think something that wasn't a big deal in my eyes into a big deal. You're a sneaky little bitch. And you didn't have to be.
And she could have said by then they had a kid. So she could have said, I started dating Alex a while back and now we're together.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a big deal because when you sleep with somebody back in uni, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So she could have said, because she said it was 1 year of friendship or something post uni. So she said, I got to know Alex and we're now together.
She could have, but she didn't. So Cindy's a mad one, but you're a sneaky bitch in my books. Anyway, top comment. I think everyone here agrees that your friend is actually delusional and you should be contacting the authorities since she essentially is harassing you at this point. The only thing I don't understand is why you weren't honest about your relationship with Alex when your friend at the time confided in you that she wanted him back. And Opie's response was, I think because at that point, I didn't really think Alex and I would work out together. He's very attractive and a magnet. I'm average at absolute best. He's dated women much better than me.
I would never describe myself
at best. Yeah, I think you're a sneaky little one, but at the same time, I've been in a situation like that at uni where I've told my friend, oh, I really like this guy, really like him, we're all talking, and then later found out she was sleeping with that guy the whole time and had me sitting there the fool talking about my feelings when her and the other girl in the room knew.
Yeah,
Sneaky
that's
little
not
bitch.
okay.
Let me tell you something though. You know, initially she said, when she was asked why didn't she just announce that they were together, and she said, I don't know, and then went on to talk about her looks. I know what it is. Cindy's better looking.
I clocked that immediately.
Cindy is better looking.
Yeah. And she had to, my best friend, what's it called?
She had to keep quiet because if Cindy entered the picture, then potentially
she could get that man.
He would have options.
Yeah.
Like just looks wise. And because she doesn't ever bet on herself, like physically being attractive, she knows that Cindy would be more appealing on the eyes.
I'm not gonna lie, she deserves to be roasted by Cindy just on the fact. I'm so sorry. I look, on principle alone, I will roast you and then I'll go about my business. Because
But she's making an announcement that whilst married that he's her soulmate. She's
That's crazy.
Unhinged.
That's what I said. No, she's delusional and she's definitely unhinged.
Delusional.
But I would cuss out my friend.
She's insane. You can't go about telling people he's my soulmate.
You're married.
Then who the fuck is James?
And
I think James knows that he's not a soulmate at this point. He's on the socials, no? You don't think he knows? I think Cindy doesn't give a heck.
Wow.
Clearly.
Yeah. Completely off topic, we know at least 96% of you that watch our channel do not subscribe. If you could please subscribe to our channel, it will help reach people just like yourselves. Don't forget, we're on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Opie Said Podcast.
Okay, so this has been submitted onto our Reddit. In love with my girl best friend. I'm a 32 male and I'm in love with my girl best friend. We've known each other for over half our lives. Over time, we've both been in relationships. I even have 2 kids from my last one. But recently, after we reconnected during a tough period in our lives, I've started seeing her differently. She's everything I want in a woman. God-fearing, disciplined, loves working out, and the one person I can talk to about absolutely anything. We've even told each other that we're each other's safe space. The truth is, I see her as my future wife, but I don't even know if I'm her type. My feelings are growing stronger by the day, but I don't think she sees me in the same way. I'm scared that if I confess, I'll ruin the friendship, but staying silent is eating away at me. Do I risk telling her how I feel or keep it to myself?
Tell her.
Yeah.
Tell her, babes. This is a no. Ooh. But if you say yes, look at that. Positive outcome. Tell her, man.
I would say tell her. Let her know as well. What's the worst that can happen? Hopefully it goes your way. You're 32. Hopefully she's 32 as well. My dear, it's really rough out there. So maybe she's been feeling the same way and you just never knew. Or she may be interested and open to exploring it regardless.
Tell her, but if you don't get the answer that you're looking for, hide. No, I actually mean it. Like, run and hide and give her all the distance in the world.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, honestly, it'll give you enough time to gather your pride and dignity, but also it gets rid of the awkwardness that follows after that, because trying to pretend that you're friends while she knows that you like her, it changes the dynamic completely. You can't be each other's safe space. So you do need to understand that if you do go and reveal your feelings, if it doesn't work out, you're not her safe space anymore.
Yeah, you have to rebuild that if you ever get back to that.
Or not necessarily rebuild, but just give each other space, because if she's not into you, you need to be able to heal from that.
Yeah.
You need to be able to heal and hopefully move on, start dating other people, even if it's just a distraction for a period of time, until you can get over her. Because Yeah, pretending will kill you. If this is eating you up inside right now, being around her after she's rejected you will kill you.
Oh, let us
But
know
then-
how it goes.
Also, I'm just thinking, if she doesn't like you like that, like the safe space thing, yes, it's 100% gone. Like it's disappeared. You don't have that closeness anymore. It's just not possible because now it's tainted with tinges of he likes me. And that changes everything. So unfortunately, you do need to know it's either you're all in or you're all out. If you're going to reveal, then just be okay with knowing that it might not work out in your favor. Okay, another story from our Reddit. Am I the asshole for cutting my friend off after she invited my ex to her sex party?
No. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yakety yike.
That's mad. That's very, very, very crazy.
Hi, ladies. Love your podcast. I'm looking for a bit of outside perspective here. So, a little backstory. My friend, who we'll call London, and I, Taylor, have been friends since 2017 when we started working together. We were both young, early 30s, and struggling at the time, and kind of went from traumatic bond to real friends. London and her family are a bit estranged, and she talks sparingly about her rough childhood. She says this is the reason she takes pride in her friendships and loyalty to them. London throws parties often, birthday, Halloween, Christmas, etc., as she enjoys the company. Sometimes her parties get a bit frisky with truth or dare style games and little dancing, but nothing too crazy. But I guess it kind of sparked a sexual enlightenment for her. Over time, I noticed she started exuding this highly sexual nature. She started posting nudes, porn on socials such as Snapchat and IG. Then she made an OnlyFans account and eventually started attending a local swingers club in our area. Then, boom, she had a grand idea to throw her own sex party. She wanted to throw it around Valentine's Day, so she started pitching and planning it around July of the prior year. The plan was to rent a large hotel suite with multiple bedrooms where guests could comfortably enjoy one another. There would be a predetermined number of guests, and attendees had to buy tickets in advance. I know people say birds of a feather flock together, but not in this case. I am a super private person, and I dress super conservatively. London knows this, but begged me to come anyway. She said, I want to turn this into a business, and I would love if you could come and support me. You don't have to have sex if you don't want to. I will have different color wristbands to specify who is active and who is not. Against my better judgment, I agreed to go and bought a ticket. Unfortunately, my mother got an unexpected diagnosis and needed to have surgery 2 days after the scheduled party. So I contacted London 2 weeks prior to the party and explained that I could no longer attend and the reason why. She seemed extremely empathetic and sent well wishes. I felt really bad for holding up someone else's potential spot, so I told her, you don't have to refund my ticket, just give it to someone who may have wanted to attend. To my fucking surprise, the very next day, she DM'd my ex on IG and invited them to the party. You know, the fucking ticket I paid for. My ex and I were together for approximately 4 years. London became cool with my ex through me, but they were in no way friends. And London knew we had recently broken up. What grinds my gears is London didn't even ask if I was okay with it. My ex actually randomly called me and said, hey, your friend invited me to her party. If I come, you better not be there with someone else already, or I'll act like an ass.
Not the threat of what?
He's been honest.
After probing and asking my ex to send screenshots, I quickly realized London was trying to fill my spot with my ex. Thankfully, my ex didn't go, but I still feel betrayed, full of hurt and anger. Like, you want to help my ex fuck someone else and watch? Like, why? Out of all people. I didn't mention it at the time because, again, my mum was sick and I needed positive vibes. It was almost a year before I saw London again, and we were not in an environment in which it felt okay to discuss it. Now, almost 2 years later, I feel silly even mentioning it to her. Instead, I just broke all communication and cut her off because trust just feels gone. A mutual friend says I'm wrong because surely she didn't mean any harm by it. So, am I the asshole?
No. How could she be the asshole? Do you know what? Everyone knows what they're doing. She knew that was your ex and she didn't have much of a relationship with him. So why does she think that was appropriate? That's not appropriate at all. And do you know what? The ex is even better than London, because the ex, at least he even reached out to Opie to show what London was on. To show Opie what London was on. Because that's not, no. No, do you know what? If it was innocent, what London would have done is actually told Opie, I'm thinking of inviting your ex. Is that okay? And ask for permission. That's what a decent person and respectful person would have done. But instead, she just forwarded the tickets, invited him with no permission, and also didn't even reach out to Opie to let her know what she'd done anyway. No, I won't be salvaging anything. Opie's right. I would have just taken a point of view and left like Opie did and walked away. That's what I would have done. That's a mature thing, as opposed to going back and forth and having an argument. But considering where Opie's mum was, she wasn't even in a fit state to do that. But yeah, friends don't do that. I don't think friends treat each other like that. Yeah, or they shouldn't anyway.
Yeah, I think I would have sent her a message after the fact, even though like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I wouldn't have let it get this far, basically. And then maybe let your friend explain themselves or whatever it might be, especially if it's her first offense. I think it's worth speaking to her, not necessarily even to be friends again, but just to get your feelings out there. Like, you need to know that what you did was mad. And I think that's the part where it doesn't have to be an argument. If she then wants to argue, you don't have to respond, but she knows how you feel. But yeah.
I hear that.
Because you're still talking about it 2 years later is why I'm saying that. Because if you're not the type of person to let go of things and be like, well, I've stopped talking to her, to speak about it when she's not even in your life like that, it still bothers you. So then a message should have been sent, at least for her to know how you feel. It didn't have to be an argument. And I think messages are good like that, because you could just be like, look, I'm not trying to argue, but this is how I feel about the situation. I think you're a bit out of order for that. And then draw a line under it.
I completely agree. I think everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, definitely.
And London knew what she was doing. When she decided that that was the best way to get rid of the ticket.
It could have gone to anybody else.
Yeah.
Anyone.
So I
think friends.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
I think it makes sense to, like, hold this, like these negative feelings towards London because, like, as I said, she does know what she was doing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And also... Don't get it twisted. The ex only contacted Taylor.
I know, to make sure she wasn't going. Yeah, I know.
To threaten her. That's basically it. So yeah, I think it's fine. I think too much water is now under the bridge, so I'll just keep it moving.
Too much time has passed.
Yeah, too much time has passed, so just keep it moving. Like, if you do bump into each other again, just be cordial. It's nothing. I think don't even bother discussing it. Like, honestly, I don't think it's even am I the asshole? I think you tackled it in the way that you needed to because you had other shit going on with your mum.
Yeah.
So, like, don't think too much or too deeply about this, honestly. We do have a top comment. We have two, actually. So the first one, not the asshole. A friend would definitely ask if it's okay to invite the ex, especially since she knew them through you. Comment 2. Maybe people don't think when they are stressing about the organisation of events, trying to play devil's advocate. Did she know the reasoning of your breakup? Do you think she's not an empathetic person? Sorry, I don't need these questions.
No one needs these questions. No, but wait.
If you know that a couple has broken up and that's your friend,
exactly.
That's the end of it. You don't need to know the ins and outs of someone's relationship. You don't contact someone's ex if that's your friend's ex. You don't contact them. It doesn't matter what for. Why did she need to do that? And why not give Taylor the heads up? Sorry, these questions. And you know what? I hate devil's advocate. Why?
Yeah,
Who
same.
sent you? Who sent you to go be devil's
devil.
advocate?
The devil.
It's nonsensical. Why do we need that perspective?
At all. But also, do you know what? I've got this thing, like, who did you come with? Yeah? I'm sorry. Opie's ex came with Opie. So London had Who? London knew who? London knew Opie. So therefore she has an allegiance to Opie. It's not, oh, do you know why they broke
did
up
they
for
break
her
up?
to not be able to contact the boyfriend? No. London knew Opie's boyfriend through Opie. That's it. She didn't have a separate relationship with Opie's boyfriend.
See this person
So
who
the
went and
respect
said,
is only for Opie.
see the second comment. Do you think she's an empathetic person? What's the reasoning?
Man.
I need you to focus. Like, focus on what's actually going on here. Everything that you're asking is not important. It's not important. If somebody goes to your ex and invites them to an event without you having knowledge of that invite, that's the focus. It's wrong, but that's the focus. Not these other questions that you're asking.
No, but I do think the type of event is really relevant as well. It's a sex party, bro. It's not to McDonald's. It's not, I don't know, to the cinema. It's to a sex party. No. I think you need to also bear that in mind as well. So for the second comment, shut the fuck up.
So this is also a submission. Am I the arsehole for breaking up with my boyfriend because I don't want to wait for him while he's in the military? I'm 33 female and my boyfriend is 36 male. We've been dating for 2 years. He's honestly one of the best boyfriends I've ever had. Loyal, supportive, and always helpful with me and my family. I also love his family. They've always welcomed me. We're both Christian and we agreed early on not to live together until marriage. Before I met him, I was single for 7 years, focusing on my career and goals. One of my biggest goals was to buy a house by 30. I didn't quite make that deadline, but I finally bought one at almost 32, partly so I could take care of my parents. About 9 months after I bought my house, my boyfriend quit his job because he didn't like it anymore. Instead of finding another, he moved back in with his family and lived on his savings. After about 4 months, he decided to join the military. The other day, I was asking him about his 2 to 3 year plan. This was something we ask each other often. He said his plan was to save money, pay off debt, and eventually buy a house. But he didn't mention marriage, kids, or building a future with me. When I shared my 2 year plan to be married, have kids, and live with my husband, I'm 33, so the clock feels very real. He said, that sounds good, but admitted he doesn't see marriage happening in the next 2 years because of his financial situation. That really hurt because after 2 years together, I thought we'd be more aligned in our goals. Now he's about to leave for basic training for 3 months. Part of me feels like I shouldn't wait around for something that might never happen. But another part of me wonders if maybe while he's away, he'll change his mind and decide he's ready for marriage. Am I the asshole if I break up with him now instead of waiting to see if things change?
No, because you're choosing yourself, and also you're working with the information that you have to hand now. You're not working with hypotheticals, you're not working with hopes, you're not working with dreams. You're working with the information you have now. And the information you have now is the guy has no plans in his life that are inclusive of you. So for you to stay and wait for the 3 months to go in the small hope that he changes his mind and his 2 year plan is inclusive of marrying you, that's insane behavior. And it happens every day. And I hate that for women. I hate that we work and we build our lives around hopes and dreams as opposed to sometimes working with the facts in front of us. And the fact is, you both spoke to each other about your plans and his didn't include you. So please don't wait around for this man. Move on and move forward. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, by the way, but I'm just telling you, don't waste any more time.
Yeah. You've tested it. You've got the data. The data is not in your favor. Please move on.
Yeah, you gave him 2 years. It's okay. You can move forward with someone else. But just to also let you know, you might still not be married in 2 years and have all of those things as well. So either way, you're probably not going to have that 2 year goal. No, I need people to be real with themselves, because even if you are waiting for him, in 2 years' time you might not be married, and if you start afresh, maybe also in 2 years you won't be married, and that's okay. Like, there's no pressure. It's a lot of work to be mother, I'll tell you. So yeah, just
And
live
married.
your life.
Mother and married. Okay, so we've got another submission. Hey girls, I just wanted to say I love your podcast. You guys are the best. Keep it going. I have a scenario for you, but please keep me anonymous. Okay, so last year in 2024, I met a guy at an event. He moved to me, and I must admit, he was short and not really my usual type, but I still gave him a chance. I was 26 at the time, and he was 30. Our first date was golfing, which was great. Our second date was a cinema, and on the third date, he invited me on a spa weekend. I thought, why not? He asked me to bring food, snacks. Reasonable, right? This was all within the first 2 months. After that, he said his birthday was coming up and that he wanted to fly out somewhere to celebrate. He suggested we go together, and I was in two minds because we'd only just started talking about 8 weeks at the time. At first, I agreed because he seemed like a nice guy, but my gut was telling me no. When it came down to booking, he asked if I would pay for his flights because he was covering the hotel. Am I the asshole for turning a whole holiday down? I mean, I was fine paying for my own flight, but him asking me to pay for his when he was the one who suggested the holiday felt odd. He even asked me for my BA discount codes. I'm a frequent flyer. And when I said no, the whole thing started giving me the ick. It honestly felt like he just wanted someone to split costs with him rather than he actually liked me. When I told him no to the flights and no to the holiday altogether, since I had another trip booked right after his birthday anyway, he then said he wanted to come on that holiday instead. His excuse was that his job has an office in that city, so he could save money on flights, and since I had already booked an apartment with other people, he could save money on accommodation too. At that point, I was really getting stingy vibes, so I cut him off. Am I the asshole for cutting him off?
No.
If it's not for you, then no. Like, do you know what? You're not a bitch if you say I don't want this. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't want this, and you don't want this, and that's fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong
This
with it.
man just wants discount on flights.
Savings.
Yeah, but he wants discount on flights.
No, Melinda, he wants
Mostly.
savings, not just flights. There's an
Yeah.
apartment, free
Accommodation.
He just wants savings. But also, let me know if this has ever happened. Have you ever known someone to get icked out by someone and recover, and that person is somehow...
No. Once you get an ick,
Once
that's
you
it.
have an icky feelings towards somebody,
It's
it
done.
never changes. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
done.
I can't see you
I
in any
have
other way.
Never been icked out by somebody and then suddenly they don't give me the ick anymore.
No, but this one is clear. He's not even discreet with his wants. He likes discounted holidays. Like, literally.
He likes to make savings.
He likes discounted holidays. That's flights and accommodation. Okay?
Not-
That's it.
Yeah, not the asshole. Like,
No.
honestly, keep him in your rear view.
Keep him blocked on everything.
Ugh. My story comes from True Off My Chest. I cut my best friend out of my life for not inviting me to his wedding. I, 28 Mel, have been friends with my friend, 28 Mel, since kindergarten. I found out a few weeks ago that he was sending out his wedding invitations. I asked him a couple of days ago if he had invited me, since it had been a few weeks since the invites went out. He told me, and I quote, "I'm sorry, man. The venue can only hold so much, so it's mostly family. I couldn't invite many friends." When I saw many friends, it implied he did invite a few friends. I was hurt by it. I sent him a couple of messages expressing how hurt I was. I told him that I hope he has a great wedding and a good life, and that I hope his marriage lasts forever. I told him that it really cut deep and that I don't want to be his friend anymore. I mentioned that if the shoe were on the other foot, if I were the one getting married, I would have made sure he was one of the first people I invited, no matter how big the venue was or how much it would cost me. I told him that, for the sake of my mental health, I have Asperger's, ADHD, GAD, and major depression. It would be best for me to cut ties, and that I'm not one of his best friends anymore, just someone he went to school with. I'm really hurt because 23 years of friendship is a long time, almost my whole life. And if I were the one getting married, I would have invited him. I already feel awful because it feels like 23 years of friendship went down the drain, and that I wasn't as close as I thought I was. Not good enough.
Oh, Papa, you're right though. You're me. I would announce the end too.
No, that must hurt.
Yeah.
23 years
Oh,
of
hurt me.
friendship. I feel so sorry for OP, honestly. Especially when he called him his best friend. So he really valued their friendship. And so for him not to get invited is it's clear as day.
To even
But
ask for an invitation for a friend is really crazy. That's crazy. I'm
yeah.
getting married and a few weeks go by, you're like, did I get invited?
No,
That's
that must hurt.
crazy.
I feel really sorry for him, and I'm really glad OP understands what it could do for his mental health as well. So I'm really glad that he's able to wrap it up. He detailed, sent the message, told him what was what, how it made him feel, and now he's able to put a line underneath it. I feel really sorry for him. It's going to take a long time to heal because, yeah, that's, as he said, that's 23 years down the drain.
Mm.
And that's going to make him almost like mistrust other people as well.
Yeah.
That cuts deep. I feel sorry for him. I feel so sorry for him.
Same. I am so glad that OP ended it though. Like I don't know that you have to make the announcement. That's personal, but I am glad
he's
that the
got
friend.
Asperger's and stuff.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's as a result of that. I could be assuming stuff, but from my understanding, they need to be clear. Yeah.
I think you're right. But yeah, it's definitely the end of the friendship. There is absolutely no way that it's just come out that I feel greatly for you than you feel for me. Once I know that I'm out. Once I know that, sorry, it's all in my head. I'm out. No, seriously.
That's a
Imagine learning it was all in your head that you were best friends with someone. If you can't even get an invite to their wedding, a major milestone in their life.
Realizing that you're not aligned, like what you think is a best friend is not what I would call a best friend. So, let's drop it. It's fine. Thank you so much. Bye. I'll go live my life now. And that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I went to buy camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any.
You're proper lame.
So annoying.